Hey Bodacious Beast, welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. I'm still on my big old charter bus. It's sunny outside and I got a baseball game off to my right. So you see me taking a look over here. I'm just trying to see who just slammed the ball towards outfield. I like the little game of baseball. So before we begin, let's hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Today we're talking a bit about the skilled worker crisis. Through the past several years, everybody's been focusing on the office engineering, architecture, some construction fields, but the blue-collar worker has been under attack for many years. So you had, the thing is, nobody's pushed for it. But the other problem is we ended up with a lockdown, so all the community colleges shut down. And to be able to start over. Hey, Bodacious Beast, welcome back to my channel. Did you know that we have a skilled worker crisis around the globe? It is. There's a skilled worker crisis around the globe. And I have a general idea of what's caused it and why it's happened. So before we begin, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. So we're going to talk a little bit about this today because the skilled worker crisis has been ongoing, I would say, for the last 20-25 years. It's been under attack for the last 20-25 years. Now the thing is before we get in depth with this, I'm going to tell you why it's been under attack. So before we really got into social media, Facebook, half-truth news, all that stuff that's going on. Well, the newspaper, the physical newspaper, when we watched cable TV, we watched the news at night, and you would always see, well, iron workers going on strike, railroad workers going on strike, or an auto manufacturer going on strike. And those were all you blue-collar workers. And schools have never really pushed to show everybody how good or how fun or how interesting being a blue-collar worker is. But as technology set in, a lot of people started getting even more involved with video games, sitting and playing at the computer, watching TV, and pretty much, like yesterday's video, they never went outside. And because of the fact that most people don't go outside, they don't work on becoming hands-on people. But now we have another problem that's going against the skilled workers, and that's the DIY. DIY workers know how to advertise, know how to make their own products, know how to market it, and they can be able to sell it online, and they don't even have to go to the factory. Now, not necessarily it's the factory either. A blue-collar worker could be an auto mechanic, but in order for you to be an auto mechanic, you have to go to school for almost 3 years now. Because you have to learn the mechanical part of it, which is the engine, transmission, fuel injection systems, and then you have your brake systems, and then you have everything else that's going on. Plus, you have to learn all the computer technology that goes with it. Because if the brain of the car goes out, you have to take the brain out, put the new brain in, reprogram the brain, and then make sure that the brain's working correctly with the car so that it can pass the emissions tests. Now, with our lovely government that we've had, they've been, beating down on those emissions. And the more they beat down on the emissions, the more the car manufacturers have to put more computerized junk into the engine underneath the car to be able to prevent those emissions from going. The other thing is catalytic converters. People like to steal them. They go underneath, they cut them out, they take them to the scrapyard. Well, people got to get that down to the mechanic. The mechanic's backed up. And when you have a new mechanic, that's pretty much going to be your main job, is to replace all these catalytic converters. But I'm not going to stop right there. You have your small engine mechanics. Small engine mechanics is a great job for a college-age kid to learn. You have a shop class, you teach them small engine mechanics. Teach them there at the college. Teach them there at the high school. When they go into college, they can open a little tiny shop, or even just do it out of the back of their pickup and repair thousands and thousands of, broken, gas-powered yard machines. It's simple. It's an easy job to be able to create, but, there's no interest in it. And the reason I say that there's a lot of that is you can watch half of these scrapper channels where they go around to everybody's curbs on trash day, and people have left all this broken junk sit out for scrappers to take. Well, I knew one guy who was on the Florida Scrapper Channel. He picked up 3 generators in one day. He had those sitting in the back of his truck. Drove over to Home Depot and bought 3 carburetors. Took those home. Emptied the oil. Emptied the gas. Replaced the carburetor. Put new oil in. Put new gas in. Put 3 starts on the starter, and bam, that generator started right up. Guess what? He made $1,500 that day. And then you have painters. I mean, painters. What's so hard about painting? Just need to go to school for about a year. Learn how to. Actually, from the last time I spoke with somebody, and you were interested in being a painter, you went and signed up for the union for the painters. The painters will come and get you. They will teach you. You will get your apprenticeship, and you're working. You don't even have to pay college for it. Same thing with electrical. You don't even have to pay for your college. You just have to come in and learn some technical math and maybe a few little other things, and you're done. You're an electrician. Plumbers, it's the same thing. You got to go in and take a schematics class or a blueprint reading class, and most of the stuff is done out on the field. You get paid for it. But, so that's the thing, but nobody has a job readiness class at any of these high schools. Even the Boy Scouts don't have a job readiness class. You go in and you sit there and you listen to all these different jobs and how these types of things are going on. It's just like you used to have, we used to have a career day at school, and our parents would come in and they'd talk about their jobs. That was fun. You have CNC machinists. Basically, it's just somebody that's good at, graphics, geometry. That's the word. They're good at geometry. They put in the XYZ coordinates. They make sure the tools are put into the machine, and then the machine manufactures the product. The product goes to the customer puts the product together, it goes on the shelf. Those are examples of blue-collar jobs. Welders have always been in a huge demand. They've always been short in supply. But the interest isn't just there. And that's what high school is supposed to. If we could get the high schools all to work together and have just one class on their senior year, probably their last semester. But no, wait a minute, we can't do that. We're too busy pushing to finish their Common Core stuff. They're sitting there learning how to be an office drone and learning how, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Binary code works. You don't really need to know binary code for a lot of that stuff, and half these people are not even interested in binary code. Give them that last piece of that last year to go and learn and study what type of hands-on stuff that they could be able to do. I'm pretty sure you'll have thousands of volunteers out there that'll come in and then have them help with hands-on. It's simple. But nobody listens to the common man. Nobody listens to the actual professionals to push the blue-collar workers. Now, the construction trade, it's doing good, but it's not doing good. Hammering a nail into a 2x4 or prefab or that sort of thing, it's still struggling. And eventually, it's not going to have enough. It's probably to blame for some of the housing shortage that we have right now. I don't know. I'll never find out. Because, well, I'm a bus driver trying to get out of bus driving. It's aggravating. And you have no management support. The unions are weaker. And they just don't want to pay. So that's my story about why the blue-collar workers are struggling. And what are my solutions on how they can bring it back? But nobody will listen to me. What do you think? Do you think anybody's going to even care what I said in this video? That's going to go blah, 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 blah? Let me know in the comment section below. And then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, let your friends and family know so they can be able to go and tell me blah, 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 blah. But until I put together my next blah, blah video, keep on rocking.